It's showtime.
¡Feliz Navidad!
Wonderful. Welcome to the BS and Beer Christmas Special, the only Saints and Fantasy Football Christmas Special podcast with a 2-drink minimum and takes as bad as Dak Prescott ruining your fantasy season. Yeah, it happens. I am the California Cajun. With us today, we have B-Train from the Beer Chaser. We got Kyle and Tim from Frenemies, and of course, our esteemed leader, Dale. How you doing, little dice?
Oh man, Craig, I am back from vacation. I am feeling refreshed. It is good. The Saints won. It's a good week, man. It's a good week. Good week.
It's a good week.
How are all you guys doing? I'm so happy to see all of your faces. Have a big Christmas special. This is going to be a big mess of a show, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Woo.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy whatever it is, but Merry Christmas. I don't care.
All the things.
Yep. So we're going to be mixing in Beer Run and Frenemies. We're going to be doing stuff from both of the shows. So you guys bear with us. Got a lot of buttons to hit. And we're going to see what happens here. So we got 4 downs. We're going to be talking about some beer and everything like that, of course. And then we're going to talk about the Saints' victory over the New York Giants. And we're going to talk about the upcoming game and give you some predictions. And we're going to give you some game picks because that's what we do, and some best bets. So referees, get out there, spot the ball. Let's get this thing going.
First down, Saints.
All right, Craig, what you drinking, bro?
I have beer today. I am a degenerate drunk once again. And for this special Christmas episode, this merriest of times, this happiest time of the year, I have myself my favorite beer in the world. This is the Arrogant Bastard Ale, named after me, they say.
There we go.
And it is delicious. It is strong, and it is going to make everybody here happy. But the important thing to remember is, how does it sound? Yeah, it sounds as good as it tastes. This is what we're talking about, guys. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, let's get drunk.
That's a nice pop there.
Hell
all right,
yeah.
Tim, what you got to drink, man?
Oh man, I got my famous working man's beer tonight, buddy. All right, got my Modelo's ready to be popping.
Oh yeah.
In spirit of Modelo, we don't say Merry Christmas to Tim. It's only Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, like-
¡Feliz Navidad!
The Mexican Santa, man.
Yeah, and of course, nothing's. You can't have any Mexican lager without your lime, right?
That's right.
So
There we go.
That's
Squeeze
how you
lime.
avoid scurvy.
yeah, little curvy lime. Yeah.
Okay. All right, B-Chain, you got some water at least, man?
That's it. I'm going to work tonight, so unfortunately I can't drink, but we can pretend like I'm popping one open now.
There we go.
How dare you
Sorry,
show
that was
up to a
weak.
show that isn't your normal show and
Yeah.
not adapt to the customs of us? It's fine. It's fine.
extremely
I'm happy
insensitive
you're
of
here,
me.
buddy. I'm just happy you're here.
All right, Kyle, what you got,
For
man?
you.
I got multiple things. I have a beer. It's that Juice for IPA. It's from Louisiana, so homegrown. And I got my Christmas present to myself that I bought today.
Oh,
And it's in a box. And
Oh,
nice.
it's wrapped and it's shiny. And then I'm gonna put it with this. And this is Merry Christmas to myself, everyone. Yeah.
Why you ruin a good thing like that?
that's
Feel free to
great.
bring that to the game tonight. Just saying.
Yeah, no problem. My Christmas present. I can do whatever I want.
All right. Sticking with my Frenemies tradition, pink drinks.
Pang.
We have a mix of watermelon and lemonade with rum. So, yes.
Okay.
Watermelon juice
All right.
and lemonade. Good.
What kind of rum you got in that thing?
Jimmy Buffett. Corazan.
Too soon.
Corazan.
Yes.
Yeah,
Of course.
Cruzan. Corazan.
Yeah, those guys. Mhm.
Yeah. I recommend that rum, by the way. I do
Okay.
recommend that rum. If you
So
go
I
down,
actually picked something good. All right, look at me.
yeah,
Look at that.
yeah. Well, sometimes you
There
stumble
you
and
go.
fall. It's a very short, small fall, but like you do good sometimes, Dale.
Hold on. When we got Timmy calling people short, then we know there's a problem out here.
Yes.
Remember, whatever you're drinking is better than whatever I'm drinking, which is nothing.
There you go.
Hey, God bless the hydrated.
Yeah.
All right.
Second down.
All right. And the Saints put away the New York Giants 24-6. In my opinion, an absolute surprise. I did not expect the offensive line to play as well as they did. I did not expect the Saints to put up 24 points. I did not expect for them to shut down Tommy DeVito. Craig, what happened here?
Yeah, it's so rare. Everyone is shocked. Like, oh man, this undrafted rookie free agent no one's heard about 4 weeks ago didn't play well. I'm so shocked that we were able to
I'm very
defeat this juggernaut of the 5 and whatever it was. Get out of here, guys. There was a bad team, and we did what we're supposed to do to bad teams. We whooped their ass in front of everybody. It was awesome. I was there. It was the only game I went to this season, and it was so fun, I think, because I don't remember the fourth quarter all that well. And from the first drive of the game, they go down, they kick a field goal, and I go, okay, all right. Well, we held them to a field goal. Maybe we're in this, and then we go 3 and out, and I go, okay, all right, it's going to be one of those games. But man, the O-line held together. We stopped the run completely. That's going to be a big factor we're going to talk about tonight. But if you stop the run and you make Tommy Cutlets, hey, Tommy Cutlets going to have to make it out. Shut up. Get the hell out of here.
That was
Knock
so
that
satisfying.
marinara rat building.
Every one of those 7 sacks, seeing our players do the thing. That was hilarious. Great. Loved it.
It's good times.
Well,
Good times.
Oh, look, Trainer, I've been hearing rumors, bro, that Pete Carmichael didn't call this game. What did you think about that?
I mean, I don't know who else did, but if Dennis Allen called a better game than Pete Carmichael, then I don't know. Maybe we probably should start looking for another offensive coordinator.
So the rumor was that Ronald Curry called the game, but it's been debunked already. Carmichael called it.
I mean, we've seen in the past that Carmichael he's called some good games for, like
right
when Sean Payton got killed on the sideline that one time, and Carmichael had to step up and he called the game where we won 62-7 against the Colts. I mean, that was a long ass time ago, but he's done it through the years. So supposedly he's been doing it the whole time that he's been DA's offensive coordinator. So I'd like to see a little more of that.
Yeah.
The whole touchdown thing is cool. We should try that more often.
Yeah, I didn't know we could still do that. I thought it was against the rules or something.
Yeah, like they've been running a lot of play action and it's been working. And
imagine that.
Fans have been calling for this stuff. So
I will say there was one moment that DA had a chance to challenge a bad spot.
Yes.
And I swear to you, he heard me.
Yeah.
We were close enough that I saw him flinch a little bit when I was calling him some mean names. And I'm sorry, Dennis. Thank you for winning your game.
Man.
We can't blame you for what the Bud Lights made you do.
You accuse me of drinking Bud Light one more time, we're gonna have some words, B-Train.
This is why we need to do the show more. Good chemistry.
Look at this. This doesn't look like a Bud Light to anybody here.
No.
What was the dome atmosphere like, Craig?
It started out real rocky, with all the Derek Carr hate and the low expectations. The intros, they called everybody out. Derek Carr thoroughly booed when he came out of the tunnel. And there, a lot of people were trying to counteract it. So there were a lot of people. It was really loud because a lot of people were trying to cheer away the boos. But yeah, definitively booed when he came out there. And it started out, that first drive went 3 and out. It was boos. It was negative.
What side were you on?
I was on the home side. I was row 11.
No, were you on the cheer side or the boo side?
I'm cheering, man. That's my boy. Derek Carr is my guy. I wanted him in New Orleans, and all y'all can shut up because he hasn't thrown a pick in 3 games, and that the only pick he threw was bounced off Juwan Johnson. So fuck you guys, all right?
Yeah.
No, man. But you could feel it change. You could feel the thing change. Even at halftime, it was still kind of choppy, but I believe it was the Jimmy Graham touchdown. That was a little rollout from like the one.
Okay.
You could feel it change. The atmosphere in the dome changed. By the end of the game, they were legitimately cheering for Derek Carr. And then that's all it takes. Winning fixes everything.
It cures everything. That's right.
Yeah, man. Look, I even saw
No. Playing the Saints cures everything.
Oh,
Winning
yeah.
fixes everything else.
To include cancer.
Literally.
Yeah,
Foster Moreau.
literally.
He played for
Literally
the Saints,
saved a guy's life.
Yeah, literally.
What? Hey, what? I need to know when Jimmy scored, and I know this is the third game in a row, but when he scored, did the dome go absolutely crazy?
The fact that I can't accurately describe it is probably a good indicator.
The
'Cause I was
dome
part of that,
loves
man.
him.
I got a Jimmy Graham jersey in my closet
Yeah.
too. Okay, it was a big deal.
They love him. Week 1. So
Yeah.
Craig, we're 2-0. Rights are 2-0. When we go to games, we win
Mhm.
them. Okay. I was there week
Yeah,
1.
you squeaked by a crappy Tennessee team, and we housed the Giants. Yeah.
Wait,
But
why didn't you
the
guys?
story is Jimmy led the Who Dat chant,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that place was rocking. It was insane, nuts. They love Jimmy. They still love him.
Wait, if you guys fly back to LA right now, will you have time to make it? Maybe the second half.
Have you ever been to LAX? Like seriously, like
Yeah.
come on, man.
Like I
There's
was, you know,
no chance in hell. If I don't have one of those teleporters from Star Trek, this is a fantasy football show too, and so you guys are nerds, all that Dungeons and Dragons bullshit. So unless you got a teleporting spell in your card deck over there, I'm not getting there.
How did you know that's a acceptable spell to be casting at that moment?
yeah,
I just was curious.
that's a good
Lucky
question.
guess, huh? Yeah.
I mean,
Good point there. Good point
Uh,
there.
I drink and I know things.
Now, I'd be interested to go to that new stadium, but I saw the Saints play in the Coliseum in 2019 when Teddy took over for Breeze, and that was off. Just a terrible stadium. The new one looks really nice, but going to the Coliseum was awful.
The Chargers play in the new stadium too, right?
Yeah, but I don't know that anyone goes to those games. But,
No, the road team does. So
Yeah.
that'll be me
Yeah.
next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about the fantasy playoffs.
That's right.
That's been important.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
That's right. And we're talking about the STWF League. And Kyle, we came up victorious here.
Yep, we were the top dogs in the whole league. Everybody.
Yeah,
Yep.
love it.
Hell yeah.
that's right. What's up, Two? Oh, man.
Right. That's right.
Which quarterback starting tonight?
Taysom Hill,
What-
right?
What quarterback will finish the game? So, yeah,
Oh.
he's Two likes to make fun of our Saints and the number of quarterbacks we use per game. So he has a saying that if you use 3 quarterbacks in a game, you will not win. So he's talking about Taysom Hill,
Yeah.
Derek Carr, and putting in Jameis Winston. So
Yes, when your quarterback gets hurt, you usually lose. Very, very sharp, guys.
So there we go. So yeah, we did pull out that victory. Good job there, Kyle. And how does the matchup look this week?
Man, so far so good. It's like a 60-40 our advantage.
Okay.
I feel like we have some good matchups. The only thing is Keenan Allen. Who knows what he's doing? He's not practicing. So we might see some Zay Flowers. We could mix in some DeAndre Swift. We got a few moves we can make. So
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we will definitely discuss that and figure out our next moves and take this thing on home and bring home the championship to the
Trophy.
Frenemies podcast.
Is there a trophy in this league or like there's something cool we get to?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Uncle Leroy Jr. about that. And
Yeah.
see,
There's only going to be a trophy if he wins. If he doesn't win,
That's
they're
how it
not
works.
going to have it.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, guys. Hey, I got to head out. I got to get going to work. Merry
Gotcha.
Christmas to everybody. And who dat tonight? Hopefully the Saints come out with a dub.
that's right. Who
Merry
that?
Christmas,
Train.
B-Train.
let her
Later,
be
guys.
trained.
It's crazy that his shift at the strip club starts this late in the day.
Yeah.
I know.
There you go.
No,
Okay, so Two was saying it's cash money if it's that league. So yeah.
mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't ask me for a buy-in.
Oh, they
Oh,
did.
yeah, that's what it is. Yep, free league.
Good damn.
There you go. Thanks for clearing that up too.
There we
Yeah,
go.
we should have bought something in. I'll pony up the money right now. I'll put it on the side. Come on, man. I'm in the semi.
It's too
You
late
know what?
to buy in.
Dale's gonna make us a trophy slide to present.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
There you go. We get the intern right on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The Little Rock Dynasty League.
Yeah.
Your boy lost, bro. Oh, your boy lost.
Oh,
Who-
no.
Which boy?
Me.
Oh, Dale. I'm
Hell
sorry.
no.
Yes. Yes.
Damn it.
Yes. I did lose. Tim moves on to face Aaron
And
in the next round of the playoffs there. So
last year,
hopefully-
this was the championship, me and Aaron.
it was.
And then we had that
See,
game though.
If you guys like listen to your own show, you'd win because like I don't know if you know this, but you're on a fantasy football show. Like you have a wealth of knowledge just in your own show. Like just listen to it back after you record. You're gonna win every week.
Craig,
Well-
look, you know how bad Dale does not listen to anything.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Craig, look,
you have
you
no
started off
idea.
the show talking about Dak Prescott, and you know what?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Damn it, Dak Prescott, you sold me out. All right, I've been talking about you all year because you've been balling, and you wait to the playoffs, and you come out there and you not show up for me, man. You put up
Dale.
7 points.
Dale, you just said out loud that you were relying on a Dallas Cowboy in the playoffs. Think about what you just said.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is obvious. This is obvious stuff.
But look, just looking at my roster, nobody really showed up at the quarterback position for me last week. That was a strength of my team. And like the best quarterback I had was Fields, and that was like 13 points. So
I thought you said quarterback, and then
You got like
said
7
Fields.
quarterbacks.
yeah, and I need more apparently.
He seriously has like all
hey,
the
if
best
you have 7
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks, you lose apparently because the more quarterbacks you have is the worse. That's the formula I was just informed about.
That's true. Oh, so wow.
So he won his playoff game by
him up for you, Dale.
0.13.
Wow.
Win.
That's why honestly though, if your league doesn't go by like broken down points, because a lot of leagues just go off of fractional points, then a lot of leagues just go off full points. So like it really helps out with tiebreakers.
It does.
If you go with fractional points. So make sure you guys do that. You know, that's a big thing.
All right, in the BS and Beer Dynasty League, you see, I see Aaron moved on. I moved on. Aaron's wife moved on. So, did you lose?
Aaron beat me. I lost to Aaron.
Oh, okay. That's your team inside.
Me and you lost to Aaron in the same week.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn, Aaron.
Sam, is your team named the number one prick?
Yeah.
I'm the number one prick.
Whole backstory, man.
So,
Great.
There's no notes. That's the perfect team name for you. No notes. I have nothing to add to that. That's perfect.
So like I love giving other people shit, especially if I know them really well. And this other dude, Wayne, he's been kind of causing some shit talking in the big text group.
Yes, he has.
He's in the losers bracket, but he named his team number one pick, and he was like being a jerk on the big, group and all that. So I named my team the number one prick because he was being such a prick.
Yeah.
Tim, you didn't need a special reason to name your team that. It still works.
I'm glad you think of me so highly.
Love you, buddy.
All right, and the BS and Beer Redraft League. I am beating Tomas by about 10 points. Kyle is down.
Man.
It's the second week though.
Kyle, I want you to know you're losing to an lineman right now. That is not
right.
That shouldn't work, man.
Nate the Great there.
I was once an O-lineman too, so I mean it's not saying much.
Very briefly, Kyle.
45 points, man. I have to beat him by 45.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nate's good though.
That's rough.
Right.
Yeah, the second week here. We'll see what happens with this round of the playoffs.
Hey, shout out to Nate. He's coaching over at Hart right now, and his JV team just went undefeated, 10-0.
Let's go, Hart
Nice.
Indians.
Way to go, family.
Although they might not be the Heart
Horn.
Indians anymore, from what I hear. They're going to change it.
2025. You got to change it to 2025.
Okay, so yeah, they're the Indians for like another year or so. Great.
Just buy all of our merch before they change the names over.
Yeah, right.
Well,
All right.
Dale, I want to let you know that I'm going to beat Aaron this week for you.
Okay, good. Because look, we can't let Aaron and his wife get in the playoff. I mean, get the championship. Like that's
well,
ridiculous.
that's the Beers and Beer League, Little Rock League. I'm playing Aaron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let him. I'm not gonna let him do that to you. You're my boy. You're my friend. I gotta stick up for you.
Yeah, he ain't got no friends. What are you talking about?
None. He has no friends.
We're on the show because Dale will do the editing for us. That's why we're here.
Oh, okay.
That's horrible.
Take it.
I'm used to being mean to you on the beer run, but now I'm like in front of new people being mean to you, and I don't feel right about it. It feels dirty.
Oh man. Hey man, I know where you live, by the way. That's my host. All right.
There you go.
Hey, I'm used to that Craig talk right there being what she said.
Oh,
It feels dirty. Oh.
you. Oh, you.
All right.
Down for what?
All right. Here on third down, we're gonna talk about some bets because we gotta play some bets to make some money here. So let's look at these things. And I don't have the slide because the intern messed up the slide, I guess.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
You have an intern on your show too, Craig?
No,
You
we don't
have
have
an intern
that
on your show?
I don't know. I got an intern on my show. We had an intern, but they got alcohol poisoning.
That's right. Our show is recorded.
Oh. So there's
right.
no mistakes on that show.
That's right. It's all recorded.
It's intentional.
Everything is great. All right. And the best bets here. We had week 15, the Las Vegas Raiders the Chargers at the Raiders, and we bet the Vegas money line over 34 total. And Devontae Adams, anytime touchdown. Austin Eckler receiving 26.5 receiving yards. Vegas over 19.5 total points. $10 bet won you $75. Kyle was successful with this one.
Yeah.
And this was the one that you actually had another part that got voided, right, Kyle?
So Josh Jacobs, and I wasn't sure like what the process was. I've never done this, but we put Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown in there. And so he comes up, he's inactive, he's not playing, he's out of the game. So they just voided that pick. So we still had 5 picks, 5 out of our 6. So it went from like plus 1,300 to plus 750. So we lost out, a good chunk of change. But shout out to anybody who actually, put in Zamir White was one of them. You could have put in Brandon Bolden. You could have thrown in any Raiders running back virtually and won your bet. So anybody who did that, congrats to you. It's crazy. We went 0-6 the week before, and this week we're perfect. So I don't know, man. This is the NFL.
Spoiler alert.
I have no idea. No idea.
So I know y'all just talking about the bets right now, but can we mention what the hell happened to that game? Did the Chargers just give up? Did they just show up to that game? I mean, we're not talking about a juggernaut kicking their ass. The Raiders.
Yeah.
Or they put up 70 points, something like that. Right. That's insane.
Right.
Well, the Raiders, the team is not even as good as Derek Carr.
They only put up 51 on offense, so we'll throw that in there.
Oh, they only put up 51 on offense. Holy shit.
Yeah. Their defense put up another 2 scores. So,
I want so badly.
Give them a break.
I want so fucking badly for us to be able to say tomorrow, yeah, but the offense only put up 51. That's what I want. All right, that's my Christmas wish, is that I can say that the Saints offense only put up 51. Jesus.
Yep. All right, well, that's a good win there, Kyle. The next one we had basically the same bets, but you added in Zamir White.
So if you replace Josh Jacobs, because I mean, come on, I felt like the Raiders are going to win. It was going to be one of those games. They're going to be able to score some points. We took an over. They're going to be scoring at least 20 points. And Zamir White came out to be that number 1 back, and you can kind of tell even on DraftKings, you'll see who everybody's betting on. he was the number one back to score, predicted by all the bettors, whatever. So I was like, yeah, no Josh Jacobs, Zamir White, let's do it. And he was like one of the first people to score in the game. So that was right off the bat, you're good on that one. So, man, that was a huge win for anybody who wanted to do that. That was crazy last week.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So the bet for this week, we've got New Orleans at the Rams. You betting the New Orleans money line, Derek Carr over 235.5 passing yards.
Gimme.
Derek Carr over 1.5 passing touchdowns.
Gimme.
Alvin Kamara over 52.5 rushing yards. Alvin Kamara anytime touchdown score. And New Orleans over 23.5 points. $10 bet wins you $150. So you're feeling pretty confident about this here, Kyle.
I mean, are you guys feeling confident about this? I know Craig's
like
not.
Kamara over 52.5.
That's the one you don't like, because we could have gone with Kamara receiving. They put it at 32.5.
Yeah, I would have liked that more.
Look, the Rams defense is pretty much middle of the pack on both pass defense and rushing defense. There's not really one they're worse at or than the other. I mean, we're just as likely to throw for 300 as we are to rush for 200. I mean, it's one of those toss-ups, whatever happens. We might do neither and look like shit, but we'll talk about it in fourth down.
Yeah, I honestly feel like Kamara's going to get the rushing yards, but his touchdown is going to come on a receiving touchdown. I feel it, but I didn't think 33 yards. Like, he's just kind of – I'm not seeing enough yardage receiving-wise. Like, he's still getting the targets. He's still getting the little dump-offs, but I feel like Carr is really pushing it more to these receivers because we have virtually, like, none of them. No one knows where it's going. It's going to be Keith Kirkwood. It's going to be A.T. Perry.
We got Olave back today, right?
Yeah, and that might open some stuff up for Kirkwood or A.T. Perry easily. So
and the tight ends.
I still don't know where it's going. Carr probably doesn't even know where it's going. So,
but that's why the over on rushing for Kamara is better than the receiving. Yeah. Because there's more pass catchers available today. Carr and Olave had that connection kind of building the last few weeks that Olave played. He looked like a true number one. And the ball was definitely going his way more often than it wasn't. So expecting him back in the lineup, if he's anywhere close to 100%, that ball's going to him.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, one thing I know for sure is AK did not have a touchdown last week. So, right. I definitely like this part of the bet here, Kyle.
Yeah.
So, all right. So with these bets being taken, again, let us know if you side with Kyle here and you make any money off these bets. We would love to hear about it.
If you lose money, don't tell us.
Yeah, we don't care about you losing money.
Dale, do we have like a Cash App or like a Venmo? Like, we're putting up all these bets, like somebody wins a bunch of money. I feel like they should be able to cash us, I don't know, $5.
Just slide a tip to the dealer when we come up big.
Yeah.
If you put your mortgage up and Kyle screws it up for you, don't call us. But if we make you $20, buy him a beer.
Yeah,
that's right.
I like it.
There you are.
I like it. We could do that. We could do that. All right. So Tim, before we leave third down, do you have any tips for us today?
Yeah, we got some tips there in the notes. Timmy's tips. I got DFS cash games today.
There we go. All right. So let's find your intro here and let's do that.
It's time for Timmy's tips.
Perhaps play a little game called Just the Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
With the Wedding Crashers little clip in there too. You guys are great. This is a great show.
Money.
Intern gets busy. I'm telling you.
There used to be some like ladies in the background moaning. Then Dale took that out.
This is a kid's show, I think. I don't know.
It's a kid's show.
I don't think it is. No.
So here we are.
All right, what you got for us today, Tim?
All right, so today I got we're looking for our bargains in DFS cash games. That's what we're doing today. So we're looking Number 1, we're going Baker against Jacksonville for 7,300. All right, he's got more top 12 finishes than Dak. Dale.
Well, yeah, Dak Prescott sucks. Anyone who picked him on their fantasy team is stupid.
Yeah, Dale.
Okay, so if you're saying more top 12 finishes for real? Like, what about overall?
Yeah. Weird stat, guys. You guys are weird.
Baker has 7 and Dak has 6 top 12 finishes on the year.
Baker Mayfield.
I mean overall fantasy points.
Baker Mayfield last week.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield last week was the first player in NFL history to have a perfect passer rating as a visiting player at Lambeau Field.
That's true.
NFL history. First one. It would really suck for any Packers fans that are in the building that let us down on such a dramatic stage.
That's true. I'm let
massively
down.
let us down.
I'm let down myself. Okay. So Jacksonville is one of the clearer pass funnels in the NFL, ranking 29th in schedule adjusted fantasy points allowed to QBs. And they're allowing 271 passing yards per game, and that's 28th in the NFL. So Baker's a pretty good bargain this week at DFS. Another one that I like a lot, all right, Craig might back me up, but he might also call me an idiot. So I'm always throw things out there. Yeah, I love it. I enjoy it. So this other one is Joe Flacco. All right.
Love it.
At Houston, 7,100. All right. That's a bargain. In his 3 starts, Flacco has had Flacco's pass attempts have been through the roof, 44, 45, and 44. He's been the QB 13, QB 10, QB 9. He has a clear connection with Amari Cooper and David Njoku. And Houston is allowing the 3rd highest completion rate and ranks 29th in schedule adjusted fantasy points to the QB.
So Cleveland Browns, right? Best statistical defense in the NFL. So you'd think, okay, they're going to run the ball a lot. They really don't. They've kind of shifted into throwing the ball more and more lately. So you got a guy like Flacco who's exceeded all expectations. He didn't have a job week 1. Yeah, man, that's a good pick. Houston has some holes on the defense. Their best rookie defender, I think he's out for the year. Is Stingley back yet, Dale?
Yeah.
You would know. You're an LSU guy. Yeah, see, Houston's got holes, man. Their defense can be exploited. I like that matchup a lot. Also picked the Browns in my own Pick'ems league.
Dude, mark it down, Dale. I need a slide for that. Timmy won something from Craig. Yes. You know?
I'm the nice guy. I'm going to agree with whatever you got to say as long as you don't say it in Dale's voice.
So now we're moving on to running backs. All right. So we're looking at one of your hated people, Bijan Robinson.
Ooh. Sorry.
The Colts. Yeah. 7,100. It was painful as he totaled just 8 touches last week, but the Colts are allowing 127 rush yards per game, 26th overall, and ranked 26th also in adjusted points per attempt, rush attempt. So Bijan looks like a pretty good play. Next one is Ty.
I gotta fire that coach.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Arthur Smith should have been fired.
They got to fire that coach, bro. He killing.
No, he needs a lifetime contract.
Yeah.
Arthur Smith needs to be there until he dies. Keep him in Atlanta.
He's not Mike Davis from the Raiders, though. You know what I'm saying? The owner. The Raiders are famous now for. I think they're paying like $80 million to coaches currently. Yeah. Luckily, they're.
Well, the rumor now is that they're going to bring John Gruden back in, and he'll just be on the same contract he was.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
That works.
Right. Hey, it pays.
We already hate him. Who cares? It's the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the next one is Ty Chandler versus Detroit, 6,900. Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah,
I do.
That dude's really been picking up. Alexander Madison hadn't been, much of nothing. So good change there. The offense itself has just been, fantasy friendly to no-name guys. Put it that way. You know what I mean?
Backups.
Yeah, exactly.
Ty Chandler balled out last week with 26 touches, 81% of the snaps. How with Madison out with his injury, and he's been ineffective in the goal line. Madison has been, but Chandler remains one of the better running back values on the slate this week, and 5 of the last 6 games for the Lions hit the over. So We're trying to go. We're always going for points.
Lions defense has sneakily been declining really fast the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah,
right before the Saints played them, their red zone defense had descended from being a top 10 unit to I think bottom 10 in the league. So they were relying on a lot of young guys. You get late in the season. These guys are used to playing 10-game seasons. Now you're in week 16 and you're not going up against Syracuse. You're going up against these NFL O-lines every week. And sometimes it wears you down. And I think the Lions defense is an excellent example of that. Got to worry about them when they get to the playoffs. And they're going to the playoffs and they're going to be vulnerable when they get there.
We don't want them to go to the playoffs, Craig.
They're going to. I'm just letting you know.
They're going to.
My division.
They're going to. I don't want them there either. All right. My wife is a Lions fan. I'm just saying they're gonna.
She's a Lions fan. All right. So next I got wide receivers. DJ Moore is the number one on the list for me.
Wait,
all right,
DJ Moore.
Yeah, he said it.
He doesn't have a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got plenty. Plenty of quarterbacks.
He's got a running back that'll throw him some deep balls here and there.
Yeah. Dale, what are you doing, Dale? What is this? This is the most dance moves I've ever seen you do. We've been in the club together.
I'm searching
for money to see Dale in the club. Oh, straight up.
Well, you saw more action just now than you saw Dale in the club. I'm telling you that right now. whatever the hell he was just trying to do. Maybe he was trying to reach for his pink drink. Oh shit, I gotta get another pink drink. Tim's talking something. I don't know.
Okay, continue. DJ Moore.
All right. You got me on one. I was talking smack. All right, I got to regroup. Got to regroup. So Moore's last 5 healthy games with Justin Fields has produced 21.3, 45, 19.1, 16.9, 28. I'm not going to read all of them, and all the fantasy points. All right.
But with who?
With Fields.
So is it like a wing T formation? Like, is he getting lateral?
I'm not for Fields. All right. This is DJ Moore I'm talking about. All right. I know he's your boy. You love him. You should have played him instead of Dak last week.
I should have, but I still would have lost.
Don't come out here.
He's got some mini football over there, so he looks like he's huge. Like, you look like a giant. Don't tell anybody that's a mini football. Pretend that's a real one. Like, dude, Dale is huge. He used to play offensive tackle. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Dale is eating this up right now. He is loving every second of this conversation right now.
He does. He does. Last week was a bit of a disappointment for DJ Moore, but the Cardinals are a forgiving bunch. So
yes, they are.
So we'll see. All right, next one. All right, Dale owns this guy, and I think the Little Rock League maybe. But Amari Cooper versus Houston. Yeah. 7,500 in his last 2 games with Flacco. He's gone for 22 targets and 186 receiving yards.
Nice.
Cooper leads the team with 25% target share, which is a big thing for fantasy football. Versus zone coverage, which is what Houston plays. So since week 6, Houston ranks 27th in scheduled adjusted fantasy points allowed to wide receivers. So this is great.
So that brings up a question then.
All right.
How much do you discount wide receivers when their quarterbacks are hurt and you're playing with backups?
Oh, typically quite a bit, but I mean, Flacco, we got 3 games now with Flacco.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're kind of seeing what it's going to be, and every game
just came out of nowhere now.
Yeah,
like he's the man.
Yeah, the difference between Deshaun Watson and Flacco, it's a mindset thing. Like Watson was very hands-on. He was you could say it was a very offensive mindset. Some of the ways they utilized that offense were borderline criminal, really. Really forced the ball. When it didn't want to be forced. Really kind of took advantage of what the defense gave them. And Flacco's not a pervert rapist, so different.
I thought it was going to be like some racist comment. Well, there's just obvious difference.
Not on this show. What?
No, Flacco's a Super Bowl.
You trying to tell me that Flacco's not a black guy? Come on.
Hey, Flacco's doing pretty good, man, and that leads us going on in to talk about tight ends, baby.
Yeah.
High on these Browns today.
If I got one wide receiver to toss in my honorable mention, The slot receiver for the Rams against Alontae Taylor tonight is going to be someone to watch for. Saints get whipped by the slot receiver and nobody else. So if you got Kupp or Puka in the slot today, that's somebody that you might want to play. They're going to get free on Alontae Taylor. Alontae Taylor is an outside corner trying to play slot, and he's not good at it.
Okay. Gotcha. So we're on the tight end list. I guess who our number one guy is right now is Njoku at 6,600, and he's the tight end 2 in back-to-back weeks. And since week 7, he's averaged 9+ targets per game, and is the tight end 1 in that span. Here's another one that's going to surprise you is Evan Ingram versus Tampa Bay, 6,300. He's on pace for 107 receptions, which would be tied for the fourth most of all time at the tight end position. It's kind of crazy, right?
I hope he has 107 this weekend. I hope he has 1,000 yards receiving this weekend and 12 touchdowns because he's playing the Bucs.
Yeah,
we need them to lose badly.
Yeah,
and go. He's on pace for 587 routes run, and that's the top 10 of all time. And the only tight end with 4+ receptions in every single game this year.
Wow.
All right, rounding it out. Last one with the defense. All right, now we got. I'm gonna make this pick here, and you're gonna be upset. I'm sorry.
We are upset. We're very upset with this pick. Don't even say it. Just change it. Find somebody else.
It's Tampa Bay against Jacksonville, and because Trevor Lawrence is out, man. Trevor Lawrence is out.
All right.
He's in concussion. He's in concussion. And last time we saw CJ Beathard, it was nasty. Nasty.
Yeah.
You know, nastier than those dance moves Dale was doing earlier.
It's only nasty to us because we know he's not wearing pants.
He's in somewhat Wonderoos or one of those.
There's not a name for it. He ain't wearing nothing down there.
All right, we got last on the list here is Seattle Seahawks defense against Tennessee, 3,500. If it is Will Levis, then bring back the sacks and the turnovers. But if it's Ryan Tannehill, bring on the inept of Tanny, averaging just 188 passing yards and 2 total passing touchdowns in his 6 starts earlier this year. So,
yeah, that passing game is rough. Even with Levis. So, yeah.
Did anybody else think that Timmy was going to say the Rams defense? Did you feel that? Like, when he was like, "Oh, you're gonna hate this," I'm like, "Don't you fucking say it!" Oh, I was ready to be mad.
turn Craig Green like the Incredible Hulk over here.
Oh man, look at those eyeballs we just got.
I'm squinty for normal, though. That's a change of pace.
All right, so that wraps up third down. Let's go to 4th.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right. And on 4th down, we're going to pick some of these games. Hit my intro.
And now let's look at this week's matchup.
All right. Before we pick these games, let's take a look at the pick 'em.
Yeah.
At the top, we've got Mr. Chow. He's leading with 106, followed by Rammer Jammer and Kyle with 104.
Yeah.
Rob 22278 tied with Kyle. At 6, we got B Train. At 7 is Dave. He's steadily falling. Keep falling, Dave. Shout out to my guy, the Queefers, at number 8. Tomas at number 9, and Tim.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? Tim's at number 10, tied with me. What the hell's going on?
I made picks.
To be fair, I am lucky 13, and I've forgotten half the weeks this year. So
yeah.
Hey, look who's way at the bottom of that list. There's Tuke right there.
Yep, that was him.
Oh, sorry, Tuke.
No, but it's because he has 3 quarterbacks. That's why he's losing so many.
Dang.
That's right. So we'll see who's gonna pick win this league here. Mr. Child, you got some competition. So
you didn't mention that you're like 11th, right below me.
I am tied with Tim here, and that's a problem for me.
Well, no, the ranking says 11th, and then me on 10th. That's what the ranking says.
Yeah, we're tied. Okay,
it's not a tie if I'm on top.
You see, Dale, 10 is actually lower than 11. So
Yeah.
if you're going ascending order, it would be 10 and then 11.
Yeah.
So, I hope this helps.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's pick the games. We've got Denver.
Dale, that was last week.
That's last week.
And
Yeah.
I point out that you guys both picked Denver and I picked Detroit, and
the intern strikes again. That's what happens.
This is part 2 of the trilogy.
Yeah,
if we're picking those games, I think I can win.
Right, we have Dallas at Miami. Miami is a 1-point favorite. The total for this game is 50 points. All right, Kyle, let's talk about Miami. This is an offense that's been, lighting it up all year. We talk about Tua, QB8, completed 21 of his passes, 224 yards, 1 touchdown. Gets it into the realm of the QB2. 15. What's it? Hold on. What is it?
He's untrustworthy. That's what that says. he either, so the note I put was he's got 5 games this season as the QB 10 or higher, right?
Yeah.
He's also posting 5 games as the QB 23 or lower. Jesus.
There's a stat I read today about Tua that there is no quarterback in the NFL with a bigger discrepancy between pressured and unpressured. Okay. When not facing pressure, Tua is the single most efficient quarterback in the NFL. When facing pressure, he is 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
No wonder.
It could come down to, can Dallas generate pressure? And that could change the whole thing. Both of these teams are teams that beat bad teams and they struggle against good teams. But they take care of business when they're playing a bad team.
Yeah. Something has to give.
Kind of the same class of team, maybe.
They are.
Now, if I remember correctly, they were playing without Tyreek Hill last week, right?
Last week was no Tyreek.
Well, he's too busy knocking up his 4th chick, I'm sure.
No, 7th.
Yeah, he's got 7 kids, but he just got married.
He has knocked up 3 women this year, and this is the year he got married. So
he got married.
Whoa!
What a class act!
Yeah,
what a classy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He's in court for 2 of them with the 3 of the children he's fathered in the same year that he got married. Love you, Tyreek. Never stop being you, buddy.
Oh wow!
Honestly,
wow.
As long as he's scoring touchdowns, do whatever you need to do. Okay, get back on the field. Last week, the first round of playoffs, that hurt some people. Okay, it hurt some people. It hurt my feelings. Yes. All right, I'm losing to Nathan, the offensive lineman. Craig, you know what we're talking about? I'm losing to.
What you trying to say about offensive lineman, Kyle?
45 points, man. Guess what? Because Tyreek wasn't playing. Okay.
Yep. You know, all y'all little folk are getting a little too comfortable. Y'all little folk are too comfortable talking shit about my old lineman, okay? Stay in your lane, okay? We provide an important service.
This is what you're saying. This is how we're describing him. Okay, I get it. You were making fun of me. I'm losing. Ha ha ha. Well, there's still another week, okay? And Tyreek, please come back. Get your shit together. Let's go, please. I need to come back. A big time comeback. 45 points, staring at me in the face. This is rough, man.
You think Tyreek is so fast because he's not weighed down by anything in his balls?
Yes.
He's empty. He's rolling around.
He just drops a little bit extra weight every game, apparently, and it's that much faster.
So Kyle, what do you think about the running game here? Is it going to be Mostert? That's the right start, or HN?
I mean, really, you look at the touches. Mostert had 15 carries. HN only had 9. But he was coming back from that toe injury.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're running back. Toes seem mildly important-ish. I don't know.
You got 9 spares.
Yeah. Maybe now that he's had a whole another week, maybe he gets some more carries. It's clear though. It's Mostert. Mostert is RB1. And it's not. HN is that RB2 that's boom or bust. but Mostert is that guy.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw this piece out there that I just thought about was like, all right, you remember San Francisco used to have their running back problems there all the time, every year.
Yep.
Now it's followed Miami. Now it's coming over to Miami. You know, they got Mostert, they got Achin, they got Jeff Wilson. You know, all of them are going to end up. I think we're going to see the same rotation with San Francisco that we saw in San Francisco here at Miami. So
yeah,
fresh legs, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Dallas side and this bum Dak Prescott, who is the QB4.
MVP candidate until Dale relied on him.
Yeah.
Until you needed him most.
Man, you should have started Fields.
No, he already had a running back in his lineup.
I like when Craig's over here giving you crap with me.
You should watch our show sometime.
Oh, man. So he passed for 134 yards and an interception, and arguably the worst game of the season. Did not score a single touchdown. This was terrible. So can we see a bounce back this week and from CeeDee Lamb as well and Jake Ferguson? Because like these were two guys that's been pretty hot lately. And I can see fantasy managers actually counting on these guys in the playoffs. I mean, of course, CeeDee Lamb, but Ferguson at tight end. You know, he got 44 yards last week, but no touchdowns, that kind of thing. Tim, do we see a bounce back from the Dallas offense in general?
Well, I'm going to say right now, though, that most of the people who relied on Dak are out of the playoffs right now. It's going to be real.
Unless they had a good overall team. The team game, man. This is a fantasy team.
Yeah. But no, so Dallas, I think they're like, call me if I'm wrong, you know, but I think they're 7-0 at home and 3-4 on the road.
Okay.
They're a bad road team, man.
Yep.
You know, it's what it's looking like. And so that kind of goes with the whole like mental mindset of Dak that we kind of know about ish right now. And, you know, he's kind of been called soft late, you know, various seasons and stuff. And so I think that's what we're going to start seeing on the road. You know, how does a quarterback play on the road? That really means a lot.
Because so last year that was really the tell with Dak. You don't start him on the road.
Then why'd you start him last week?
Listen, I said last year. That's what I said.
Oh,
we thought it was going to be a shootout last week. We thought it was going to have like 40, 50 points total. Like,
right.
Yeah, new year, new Dak.
49. So
yeah, it's a whole new Dak. We're white girl and the New Year's on it. You know, new Dak. Yeah. Go ahead.
Even Cooks had a down game with just 10 yards receiving. You know.
I mean, if Dak has a bad game, of course Cooks has it. Somebody's got to throw him the ball, Dale. Not all quarterbacks can just run the ball.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's pick this game. We have Dallas at Miami. Miami is a 1-point favorite. Craig, who you got?
Now, are we picking the spread or straight up like men?
You know it. You know we picking against the spread.
I mean, it's a 1-point spread. So
I think the Dolphins win easily. Honestly, okay. I think Dallas has been a little bit of a paper tiger, beating up on some lower teams, and I think Miami might show them up.
All right.
Depends on if they protect Tua, but I think they will.
All right, Kyle.
I don't know, man. All week I've thought Dallas. And Craig, you brought up a great point. You know, put pressure on Tua, and he's not so good. Well,
no, he's bad.
Yeah. First off, I'm starting Tua in a semifinal playoff game, so I know he's just going to come out and take a dump on the field. I know this. Between Parsons and the rest of the Cowboys D line, man, yeah, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going to take Dallas.
You see, having a quarterback for the opposing team, then betting against the other team, that's like insider trading. Okay, that's like you're Nancy Pelosi-ing the whole NFL betting system, and I respect that.
It's a win-win in that scenario, but
or lose.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Dallas. I want my fantasy game to win, so let's go Tua. but I feel like the Cowboys will win. So,
all right.
More importantly, Cowboys are NFC, so fuck the Cowboys.
All right, Tim, what you got?
Oh man, dude, I'm on the line over here. It's been hard. It's been hard to make my decision. Like who am I going with over here? That's what she said. Yeah, that's what she said. You're welcome. You're welcome, Dale. Teed that up for you. Yeah, but I hate to be this way on a 1-point spread. Okay, but I'm going to take the points with Miami.
Oh my god, the 1 point
negative points. I'm going to take the negative points with Miami. So sorry, I'm going with Miami -1
right.
because really, man, Dallas has not been playing good on the road. That's pretty much it.
All right, there you go. I'm gutting for punishment, I guess, because I'm picking Dallas to bounce back. I just think they will versus Miami. Miami hadn't been consistently dominant through the year, so there you go. That's what I'm picking.
Did you do that because you just wrote Dak a Merry Christmas card?
No.
Is that why?
I wouldn't write him a Christmas card because he sold me out. Dak.
If you write a Hanukkah card, do you have to make 8 cards, or can you just have one for it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know how Hanukkah works.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. So let's pick the next game with the big game of the week. New Orleans at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are a 4-point favorite. 45 points is the total. So, Tim, you're going to talk about the Rams.
Yeah, I am.
Stafford. He is ranked QB9, completed 25 passes, 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, and added a rushing score as well. I said this was an offense that I wanted to be invested in earlier in the season. I was, upset that I did not invest in them. And, now they're producing some points, especially Kyron Williams, who is their RB2. He ran for 152 yards and a touchdown while adding 5 catches. This has been a guy who got injured. He came back in and he's producing again. Talk to me about the Rams, Tim.
Look, man, I do like the Rams in some forms and aspects because McVay, mostly because of McVay. Not this week necessarily, because I like you guys too. But Kupp has not seen this bounce back after his injury. He is ranked as the wide receiver 10. I think he did he caught all 8 targets. I just said that, the bounce back, but he caught all 8 targets for 111 yards and a touchdown last week. But most of that was just 1 reception. So I don't think Kupp's all the way back yet. He's old. It's going to take him some time. Puka's been looking great, mostly because of McVay, in my opinion. But yeah. I do like the Rams as an offense overall. I wish I would have invested in specifically Kyron Williams earlier, and which I did not either. But here we both stand with all of our regrets on the that tattoo.
Regrets. Yeah. I feel you.
I bet anything that guy lives in Arkansas too.
Probably really close to the Arkansas-Louisiana line, somewhere in there.
Yeah, well, North Louisiana is basically East Texas. We don't claim Shreveport.
Oh, I got you.
Wow. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the Saints side of things. Alvin Kamara is a running back 3. He rushed for 66 yards, caught all 5 of his targets for 44 yards, but he was held out the end zone. And this week, we should see the return of Chris Olave, who is ranked the wide receiver 22. What do you expect to see this week from the Saints, Kyle?
I think it's funny, the 66 yards rushing and the 44 yards receiving. I mean, that's your best bet, and that covers both of those rushing and receiving yards.
Yeah.
So he's doing everything. He didn't get in the end zone but he did the last 3 games before that. I still think, Carr just loves to dump that ball off to him, and he's just such an amazing safety valve to have that he's gonna find the end zone again, I swear, and it's gonna be a receiving touchdown. He just knows what to do with the ball in his hands, and it's just it's honestly the last little bit of our old team that we had. I saw a picture today. It was Mike Thomas, Mark Ingram, and Alvin Kamara after they scored a touchdown. They're going in front of the cameras, and I'm I literally cried a little bit. I had a tear come out of my eyeball just because of how badly I missed that era. But he's still doing everything he needs to do to be, RB3. I don't know. If it was me, I would have put him RB2, Kyron Williams maybe RB3, but,
So one of the things that might not jump out at the fantasy football crowd that Kamara has been really good about lately is not only he's always been good in pass pro, the Saints discovering play action the last couple of weeks, and last week they used it the most they had on the whole season. Defenses know that Kamara is still our best offensive player, and they're teeing off on him. And it's now that we're leading into that play action, the threat of Kamara is becoming exactly as dangerous as he is, because as soon as you start crashing any kind of safeties down, you still got Olave back on the field. You still got our deep threat kick returner, whose name is forgetting right now because he got hurt for 1 week and I got mad at him. Yeah, Rashid Shaheed. But it opens everything up. One thing to notice about Kamara, in order to keep him fresh, they might try to spread those carries out. Jamal Williams has been getting a lot more the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's been getting mixed in a lot more.
Yeah,
and Kendra Miller is active for this game, so there are There are fresh legs this week if they want to keep some of the miles off Kamara and keep him for the red zone situations or get him on more routes. He has been running routes in practice a lot more. I think two out of 3 practices last week he ran with the receivers and not the running backs. So they're definitely leaning towards throwing him the ball as opposed to piling him in between the tackles. But he's affecting the offense in a big way, and it's one of the reasons that that Carr is settling in the way that he is.
So I want to ask real quick.
If we would have known that he's running with receivers, we could have changed our bet. Craig, where have you been? God damn it, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you should listen to my show once in a while, Hollywood.
Sorry. Tim, please go ahead, Tim.
I got a podcast on this network you don't listen to.
So I want to ask a question to y'all too, y'all, because I already got Dale's opinion on stuff because he lies to me a lot about fancy stuff. All right. And I
should have asked B-Train while he was on.
I should have asked B-Train too, But I own Kendre Miller, all right, for fantasy. So what is your thoughts on Kendre Miller? Where are we at?
I think
he's probably not gonna get a lot of carries tonight. It's his first game off the IR.
No, but
what do you think the future is next year? The future for next year.
There is a very real chance that Kamara is not on the team next year, and he was drafted to be the heir apparent. So Kendre Miller is a much better long-term investment than he is.
Kendre Miller is the keeper. He is a keeper.
He is a keeper because they're envisioning him to be the guy going forward.
Well, Dale told me he was a bust. I think Dale,
that's because Dale watches 2 games and decides that every draft pick the Saints have made is a bust.
I've seen little glimpses and little flashes that let you know he is an RB1 in the future.
Dale,
next year it could be down the road.
Let me tell you something about Dale's scouting.
Okay.
Offensive tackle Landon Young, 6th round pick a few years ago. You expect nothing from a 6th round pick. If they make the team, that's a huge deal. That 6th round pick started in last week's game for Ryan Ramczyk, did not allow a single pressure to a team in the top 10 of pressures and sacks. And what does Dale say? Oh, he had a good game, so, he was a bust before that. He's a 6th round pick. You can't have a bust at 6th round pick.
I like that. Yeah, that's true.
You make the team and you've succeeded as a 6th round pick. Get out of here, Dale.
What do you got to say to defend yourself, Dale?
This is not a rookie we're talking about. We're talking about a veteran. Either you're good or you're not. If you're not good, get off the team.
So what? You want to draft everybody every year, and if you're not good in year 2, then how many draft picks do you think you have? You draft 15 guys and cut everybody if they're not good? What are you talking about?
A lot of guys play football out there.
What kind of show are we running here?
Where you at on Kendre Miller, Dale? Like I got you on live right now.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think he's a bust. That's it.
That
was it. There you go. I'm not lying to you. I'm being honest. I honestly think he's a bust.
All right.
No, Dale does think he's a bust. Dale's just wrong, so that's fine. He might be right, but he won't be right for like 2 more years because calling a guy a bust 1 year into his career is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick Mahomes didn't even play his rookie year. Is he a bust?
Total bust. We hate him. He's horrible.
There you go. You hang on to him.
Yeah. Dale knows I need those roster spots too. So this is
exactly.
Very important question. This is a very important
hold on
question.
to Kendrick Miller. You taking up roster spot.
I'm going to tell you, there's a little quick Timmy's Tips segment. Is roster positions keepers are extremely valuable. They might be more valuable than the player themselves. And if you think about them as another player, and so Dale knows what my question is alluding to. So,
yeah. All right.
I appreciate both y'all's opinion. Thank you, guys.
All right. So let's pick this game. Saints at the Rams. Rams a 4-point favorite. I am picking the Rams. Craig, who you got?
You also picked the Giants last week and the Panthers the week before that.
I didn't pick the Panthers.
You said it with your voice that you did. You said it with your eyes. I don't pick against the Saints on the radio. So if you can hear my voice on the interweb or the radio or your podcast, wherever you download us, preferably on Spotify or YouTube, I'm never going to pick against us. So, Saints in a low scoring defensive struggle, 20-17, a couple big turnovers, swing the tide. Ask me off the air and I'll have a different answer for you. But right now I'm telling you 20-17, who dat?
All right.
So you're taking Saints +4.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I was saying they're going to win by 3 points. That is more than -4. Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, Kyle, who you got?
I got the Saints, but I have the Saints money line. I don't need those 4 points.
Yeah.
I got the Saints money line. And for anybody who's listening to the best bets, thank you to my brother Craig. Thank you for that little tidbit. Alvin Kamara is running routes with wide receivers. You know what? We're going to switch up that rushing yards to receiving yards. And I'm putting in both. I have both. I have one with him over 52.5 rushing. The receiving, they gave us 36.5. So he needs 37 receiving. A little high, but I have the same exact one, and we're going to go receiving as well. So give me the Saints money line.
Well, I'm going to tell you, whenever we were talking, I looked up Kamara's stats, and I'm almost good with either one, Kyle, when it comes to rushing or passing. And I like what Craig was kind of talking about. It depends on how the offense goes this week.
Yeah,
he's averaging, since he came back from suspension, over 100 total yards in every game he's played this year. He's averaging over 100 yards.
And
last week, 66 rushing, 44 receiving. Covers both for you.
Yeah, and I was just looking at things, and he's got a lot of good games in here, and he could. It's very real that he could hit both, to be honest with you. So both of your bets, but I am going. Yeah, I'm going to take Saints +4 this week.
Okay,
that's right, Tim. That's right.
Saints
All right.
+4. Saints +4.
So we got 3 on the Saints and 1 not. All right.
Best bet.
There you go. All right, everybody. Place your bets, and let's get ready for this game. It's coming on. It's going to be great to watch the Saints, and I hope I'm wrong about my pick. So yeah, be great.
Yep, we all hope you're wrong, Dale.
Yep. There you go. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for us here on the BS and Beer Media Christmas special.
We know you have a choice of wasting an hour of your life this holiday season. We're amazed you made the wrong one and stuck with us for the last hour. For the entire BS and Beer family, for the Frenemies cast, for the Beer Chaser, for the Beer Run, for Dave's Loud Ass Truck, for the Godfather Tomas, for Luke, for everybody who couldn't make us today. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm the California Cajun. That's Little Dice. And you've been awesome. Have a beer. It's on us.
That's right. And I have one last thing to say to you guys.
I hate you guys so very, very much.
That's right.
We out.
Remember to follow us on social media at BS and Beer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.